Welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. In this one, we're talking about the OPPO A95, or as some of you might know it, the OPPO F19. What does this mid-range device have to offer? Well, let's show you guys what comes inside the box and then go over some of the things I like about it and some of the hiccups I've found so far. Alright, here we go. As always, we have the now very familiar turquoise sleeve of OPPO with a very big A to remind you that you are getting an A series device, and of course, the model name, the A95. You've also got a list of key specs on the back, which we will be talking about later on, but here's everything that you're getting. You have the phone itself, and we have it in the rainbow silver colorway, but you can also purchase it in black if you want something a bit more subdued. You have the usual documents and SIM ejector tool inside a cardboard insert that also contains a silicone case for out-of-the-box protection. Aside from that, there's a USB-C charging cable, and lastly, the 33-watt charging brick. Easy peasy, that's everything you're getting inside the box of the A95. Now, let's talk price, since I do want to give you guys some context for the things that we're going to be talking about, even though these are just my first impressions. So the OPPO A95 is priced at 15,999 pesos and is available through the usual channels such as their concept stores, or you can order it online via Lazada. So what is it exactly that you get for this price tag? Let me give you a closer look. In terms of construction, I really wish we got a glass back with the A95 since it's mainly made out of plastic, but I think that one thing that OPPO gets right here is giving the phone a matte finish for a more premium look and feel. Now, like I said earlier, we have the rainbow silver colorway for the A95, and I think it looks really nice with a subtle iridescence or rainbow effect. But I get that this might not be for everyone, so there is again that black version should you feel that this is a bit too flashy for your taste. Now for a tour of the phone, you have the power button on the right side, no integrated fingerprint scanner here, there's the volume rocker and the SIM tray on the left of the phone, and on the bottom you have the 3.5mm jack, USB-C port, and the lone speaker for the A95. Nothing unusual here, so let's move on to the display. We're getting a 6.43-inch Full HD AMOLED panel, so things like pixel density are going to be on point, and all the things that make an AMOLED panel great are present. That's the deep blacks and vivid colors to enjoy YouTube videos on. Sadly, as of making this video to share with you, Netflix is not compatible with the phone, but this could be because we got our hands on it a bit early, and this is easily solved by an update. There's one thing that might be a con for you when it comes to the screen of the A95, and that's the fact that it's locked at 60 Hz at a time where we're seeing faster refresh rates in and around this price point. So if you're looking for that smoother experience with the phone, you're kind of out of luck here. Another thing which doesn't have to do with the screen is the speaker, which I find a bit lacking. Here's a bit of a sample so you can see what I'm talking about, or hear what I'm talking about. The solo speaker on the OPPO A95 can definitely generate a ton of volume, but you want to keep it to around 50% to avoid distortion, but it still sounds tinny, so you really want to take advantage of that headphone jack or pair this with your favorite pair of wireless earbuds or headphones. Moving on to the cameras, you've got a 16-megapixel front shooter for taking selfies that we have yet to test out extensively, but it did a well enough job even if Leia and I are backlit in the shot I'm showing you. And on the back, you have a triple cam setup with a 48-megapixel main, 2-megapixel macro, and a 2-megapixel mono camera. So far, the team and I think that it does produce some decent results. There's a good amount of detail in the shots we've taken so far. The dynamic range looks okay, and the low light performance is passable. We did find that some of the shots are a bit oversaturated for our taste, but that's our opinion. It's very subjective and you might like it. Again, this is something that we'll have to test out more, but generally we are happy with the results we've gotten so far. No video samples to share with you guys just yet, but know that the A95 tops out at 1080 30p. Onto the processing package of the A95. So under the hood of this mid-range phone is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 662 that's paired with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Now, I really wouldn't say that the 662 packs a ton of power, but it can still get the job done, though we have seen this SoC at lower price points. I tried playing some Pokemon Unite, which is pretty much my go-to mobile game at the moment, and I'm happy to say that the experience was smooth with graphics and frame rate settings at high, but I'll pass this along to Cholo or El so they can show you more of its gaming performance in the full review. I'm not allowed to show you guys benchmark scores yet, they're under embargo, so if you want to see how the A95 stacks up on paper against some of its rivals, stay tuned. For software, well, it's an OPPO, so you have ColorOS on top of Android 11. You do have some app suggestions from the brand as an attempt to use their native app market, but you can easily remove them in the settings to declutter your homepage. As for the battery, the A95 does have a bigger capacity than its predecessor at 5,000 milliamp hours, and it does support 33-watt charging as well. Now, since we're not getting a higher refresh rate display, I'm expecting a lot from the overall endurance of this phone. I'm guessing at least a day and a half if it's a busy day for me in my experience. Alright, so I think that pretty much does it for my first impressions for the OPPO A95, which is again priced at 15,999 pesos. But I am curious to hear or read what you think about this mid-range phone from OPPO. Do you guys agree with the pros and cons I showed you so far? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell. If you have questions, again, leave them down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest in tech, head to Unbox.ph, plus follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. My name is Tito James. Peace, God bless. See you guys next time, and of course, stay safe.